I'm gonna have to get a little selfie stick or something. So I switched it to HD, but I was holding the phone like this, and it looked really weird. So now I'm gonna try it this way, just the one level up HD. So anyhow, what was I gonna say? Oh, if you have questions about anything, throw them in the comments or whatever. I started a Google Doc. I don't know why I'm showing it to you. It doesn't matter. For the questions to capture them that way. And Electrik Core had some questions about travel and goals, and then I ended up writing like three, like okay, 2.5 pages about that. So figured I'd talk about two things. One, some of my old goals. Two, some goals that didn't match up. Three, my travel stuff. Four, the goals I'm working on now. Let's see. I'll do the goals that I'm working on now real quick, so you can kind of see how goals unfold. So, I just came to Taiwan. Been here like a month and a week, and I'm getting settled, all that. But I got to figure out what to do for work. And what I want to do is work online, right? So there are now I have this laptop here, but it's not mine. It's actually not Magda's either. It's the school's, but it's here for me to use. So I have this thing to kind of do work and look for work. But what's important to me is having a space to work out of. So here, I'll show you what's going on in here. It'll be done soon. But I've been like organizing. Well, I've been organizing stuff all over, and this is kind of where I have been working out of. But see, you'll see over here, I got a desk going on. You'll see it when it's all cleaned up because it'll happen. Got a little area for my Chinese books. So, oh, here's an old laptop I might throw Linux on. I actually went to the computer market. I guess I can show you guys that, to look at used computers to get something to save money because I want to throw Linux on it. I want to draw. I've been practicing my drawing. I'll have to show you that. So I wanted a little area to do all that. So I'm putting this all together, right? Like this was just a spare bedroom. Now I'm making it like a spare bedroom / office. Oh, I want space to do yoga. So eventually I'll get rid of this bed and get a folded bed. Like all these things. I'll have to call her back. That was Magda calling. Yeah, so working on all that stuff. Hold up. Guess that might make the video shorter. So that's my current goal, right? So I want to get a job working online. I got to get a computer. I got to get a space to make. I went and checked out used computers, just slowly working on that. One of my old goals, which I've accomplished. I hope this is all. We'll see. Learning new things about how to do all this every day. Um, oh, one of my old goals was having all my things fit in one backpack, and that's taken me a long, long time. This goes back 15 years, maybe more. But so there's this backpack. All my stuff doesn't fit in there, but I'll show you what all my stuff is. I have a PS4. I have this Vita, which I thought I was going to sell, but I started using it. It's pretty cool. I have those books you saw, my Chinese books. I can get rid of a lot of them. And this is where all my clothes fit, and I actually want to get rid of some. It's all things I have. And you'll notice I rock the same shirt for 4 days a week because it just keeps things simple. So that's a goal. It took me a long time. Got all my things down to one backpack, a larger backpack. That's because I like to be, fluid, be able to do whatever, whenever. I'm gonna have to call Magda back. So that threw my stuff off. The travel goals. How I ended up in Taiwan. I remember two things. Well, I ended up in Taiwan because when I was real young, I saw Karate Kid. I wanted to be Mr. Miyagi. That was like 30 years ago. and I signed up to karate class. My mom got me a karate class, whatever. I get a little older. I found out about kung fu. Then I want to go to China and learn Chinese. And so I take a Chinese class. Before that, I went to the Kung Fu Center, like a place I found. I started studying Chinese. I didn't end up in China. I ended up in Taiwan just through friend connections, and your goals, are fluid and change. But, that's what brought me out here. It wasn't like I was like, oh, I want to travel. Where should I go? Like, deep inside of me and probably inside of you, there's a location you want to go for some cultural reason or something you want to do or whatever. You figure that out. And then you just start putting the pieces together and it'll like change. Maybe you want to go to Europe and you're like, oh, I want to go to this country. But then maybe you go there and you find out a little bit more about this other country or something, like you just kind of do that. I can't remember what the fourth thing was, but one thing I wanted to mention about goals, and they'll jack you up, they jacked me up for a long time, is having goals that aren't kind of your goals, like your parents put stuff on you, society puts stuff on you, even figuring out what a you is, that's a whole other thing though. But you got all these different things pulling you in different directions and all the different faces you wear. Like my Milltown kid face had crazy goals that like my Casey regular dude face just didn't. Like all I want to do is be financially independent, which just means not that you retire, but you have enough passive income coming in so you only work because you want to. And that's a part of the reason why I stay so minimalist, because the amount of money you need passively isn't as much when you don't have a car, you don't have this, you don't have that. It keeps things more chill. So, I had these two kind of sets of goals that were in combat with each other. And yeah, so it takes time. You probably got ones. Maybe your girl wants you to do something. Your parents want you to do something. Your friends are pulling you in this direction. And it's not something you're going to be able to like sit down and figure out today or this week or whatever. It just takes a lot of time reflecting. Like, I didn't write it in there, but it does help. Writing goals that maybe you want to do in a year, or even better, like 10, 20, 30 years. It's good to have those short-term ones, but the long-term ones just make, if it's something really big, you're like, oh, not that you want to be not doing it, but it makes it seem more realistic. And again, I didn't say this, I wrote it. It's, way more important than the goal is your process to getting to the goal, because that's the thing you experience every day. You don't experience the goal every day. Even after you get goals, like, you don't experience that. Like, maybe you experience the results from those goals, but then you'll have new goals. So, like, get really good at enjoying the process and the experience towards moving towards the goals, because that's what's important. It's not the goals. It's that, make it fun. Like I made the analogy in the thing, but it's true. Like good video games, like, yeah, some you beat, maybe, that was like, it was fun, you beat it, it gets shelved. But some you beat and then you go back through on a harder difficulty, or you go back through because there's different ways you can do it and you want to try that out. And not that life is necessarily a game, but it's, finding that balance of, the challenge you're giving yourself versus your skill level versus and, you get frustrated if you're trying to do stuff that feels hard. So what you do is make it smaller, learn how to enjoy the process. A big part of that is structuring your day, your routine, your every day to the best of your ability. So you're doing stuff like I do yoga every morning. The big one is yoga. But then, after I get that room set up, I'll be working every day or looking for work. Like if you don't have work and you want work, your job is finding work. That's your job. Everybody always has a job. Just because you're not getting paid doesn't mean don't have a job, you know. Yeah, I kind of rambled. The phone calls threw me off. Um, I don't know what to add. But, yeah, you know, if I forgot something, leave a comment. I will get back on track. This is, I don't know, 10-minute videos long enough anyway. Yeah. All right, dude. Peace.